So we talked a little bit before about personal exemptions and standard deductions, which can be applied to the amount of money an individual has to pay for their taxes every year. And we also talked about how that individual person's taxes is different than corporate taxes, which only applies to like businesses and corporations. Well, businesses and corporations are also entitled to claim some deductions of their own, which are different than the personal ones, but the idea still applies. It's the amount that they can deduct off of the total amount of tax that they have to pay at the end of the year as a corporation. In order to ensure that these veterans still have a good chance at being hired, these disabled veterans, corporations can actually deduct for hiring a disabled veteran. That means that if they have a disabled veteran on their staff, they're employing a disabled veteran, they can there's actually a tax claim for it. And the point of that was to provide some kind of incentive for corporations to hire disabled veterans so that they can still have a chance at life after their service. So what this tax bill has done is it's gotten rid of the deductible that you can claim for hiring a disabled veteran. So you still can't discriminate against a disabled veteran by law, but there's also not really an incentive to hire them either. So if that disabled veteran is going against someone who's equally qualified in every other way, if that other person gets hired, it's very hard to say that the reason why that other person got hired over the disabled veteran is because of discrimination. And discrimination claims, as we know, are really rather difficult to prove a lot of times. So this was supposed to sort of protect against the fact that that can be tricky. So that's pretty awful for disabled veterans. That really sucks for them. And they've given their service to our country, and now the current tax laws are making it even harder for them to find jobs, to sort of rebuild their lives after their service. And that's what Dr. Wolf is talking about. She said, that's just bad politics. These lawmakers, there's so much talk over, thank you for your service, for protecting our country, you're what make America great, all of these things, but when it comes down to it, they're disadvantaging disabled veterans for the sake of saving on a few tax dollars. I mean, it just doesn't, there's no good way to spin that. And that's what Dr. Wolf is talking about. She says, that's just bad politics because it makes the lawmakers look super heartless. So the question is, why do they do that? What's the point of it?